Hello friends, welcome on our channel #KingTaught. Today we are going to discuss the Sono-Goshara coupling reaction. All coupling reactions are form a carbon-carbon bond, a carbon-carbon new bond, which is either a single bond or a triple bond or a double bond. These coupling reactions are mostly used to form a carbon-carbon double bond or triple bonds. About the Sono-Goshara coupling reaction, first we discuss some important points. First is this reaction is a cross coupling reaction. This reaction is a cross coupling reaction. Another one is in this the catalyst is used is palladium. In McMurray coupling reaction the catalyst is titanium, and this Sono-Goshara coupling reaction the catalyst is palladium and co-catalyst used as a copper. And the next one is the reactants. In this reactants are used are maybe aryl or alkyl halides, and in halides they are maybe chloro, bromo, iodo or OTF. Next one is the most important about the Sono-Goshara coupling reaction. This reaction converts terminal alkyne into internal alkynes, which is very important point, very IMP. Terminal alkynes are converted into internal alkynes. Next one is this reaction is highly stereospecific. This is we see in examples how is highly stereospecific. So these are some important points about the Sono-Goshara coupling reaction. First of all, it is a cross coupling reaction. Second, a palladium and the copper are used as a catalyst. Palladium is the main catalyst and the copper is the co-catalyst. And reactants are aryl or alkyl halides, in which chloro, bromo, iodide or OTF. And the terminal alkyne is converted into alkyne, highly stereospecific. In or Sono-Goshara coupling reaction is called as sp2sp reaction also. So let's see the general example of this reaction, coupling reaction. Here we have the alkyl halide. This is alkyl halide as required for this reaction, and terminal alkyne, as this is also required for the Sono-Goshara coupling reaction. Terminal alkyne, and our reagents are palladium as a catalyst and copper as a co-catalyst. Base is required and room temperature. Our product is this. This terminal alkyne is converted into internal alkyne. This is the Sono-Goshara coupling reaction. This is also very simple to identify. Just we have to look on the alkyl halide and terminal alkyne and just check that there is the presence of palladium and copper as a catalyst. We quickly guess that this is the Sono-Goshara coupling reaction, and we just have to do that. Just remove this X and H and join this R with this sp carbon. Just join this R with this sp carbon and form it like this. R dash is directly attached to this sp carbon, this triple bond remaining, and this carbon R dash is also remaining. In this way our product forms. So let's see the mechanism of this reaction. So this mechanism is take place in a cyclic way. First we have to take a palladium 0. This is a active palladium species. In next step, there is a oxidative addition. We have to add this our alkyl halide, and this step is oxidative addition. In next step, there is a formation of palladium 2 L, this 2, this X is added, this R dash, and this L. This is palladium 2 species. In next step, there is a transmetallation. Here is our RCU. This is done by like this. Here is our terminal alkyne in presence of CuI ETPN base, and this will form this, and this gives out CuX. This is next step. After this, the next step is the formation of palladium plus this 2 R, this R dash, and this L. Here is the important thing that the formation of this species is trans to cis, and it is most important that the formation of cis palladium species is important before the reductive elimination. And the next step is our product is here. Our internal alkyne is ready, and this is again we have our reagent as it is, and here is our product. So this is the mechanism of the Sono-Gauchera coupling reaction, and this is the way of do the mechanism of Sono-Gauchera coupling reaction.